We have another comic come to the stage, very talented man. I've watched him start his career here and get better and better each time. Please give it up for Ammon Brown, everybody. Ammon Brown.
Thanks, guys. I love me too. It's a good-sized crowd tonight. I'm used to big crowds. I'm from a family of 8 kids, so it's kind of nice for me. My parents actually tried the rhythm method of birth control, which shows you that white people should not do anything that requires rhythm. So 8 kids later. My dad is like, son, I think you should practice abstinence. And I was like, Dad, I think you need more practice. I'm not good at it. It's like, no, I just don't want you repeating all 8 of my mistakes. I know, I'm sure I wasn't the intentional one. No, I don't have any kids of my own. I'm too much of a procrastinator. I'm not sure I want them. I mean, my parents were really weird people. They're the type that they would see a line of people on the street, and they would be like, oh, there must be something good at the end of that. So they'd get in line, and now they're both addicted to methadone. That worked so well for them. But growing up in a big family is kind of fun. You know, my brothers and I, we used to play a lot of pranks on each other. You know, he would take my toothpaste and replace it with super glue. I'd be like, so I took his insulin and I replaced it with heroin. 6 months later, when he woke up from the coma, I called him from juvie. I'm like, top that. Yeah. He got me back. He actually took my cell phone and replaced the ringtone with the sound of a really loud fart. And then he calls me. I'm in a crowded cafe, and I just hear it go off. I'm like, whoa. That sounded close. Was that me? I think it was, because I felt my pants vibrate. But, you know, with 8 kids, you can probably assume my family is Mormon. You know, Mormon they're clean living people. They don't drink or smoke or fornicate. And those are kind of my hobbies. So that's that. But my name is actually a very instantly recognizable Mormon name. So people hear it, you know, a girl will be like, oh, Ammon, you're Mormon, aren't you? Me too. I'll be like, let's just finish the lap dance in silence. But I am dating now for the first time in quite a while. I just got out of an 8-year marriage. Kind of nice. It's kind of like getting out of prison, but in prison I'd have gotten laid more. So. I heard, oh my God. But it turns out I'm actually not too bad at picking up the ladies these days. I picked up a whole bunch of girls in a lesbian bar. Well, I was in drag at the time, so kind of cheated. But I have a girlfriend now. She's actually very much the optimist. It's kind of cool, you know. Our first night together, she handed me one of those extra large Magnum condoms. I'm like, all right. So I made her a balloon animal. It's a funny story how we met, actually, though. I had heard that turkey makes you tired, so I slipped a few slices into her drink at a bar. It kind of worked, you know. When I had to give her the Heimlich, I totally got to second base. And nice. Okay, great. Awful. But no, it's better than roofies, because I think roofies are a really weird drug, you know? That's the only drug that you take, but everybody else gets to enjoy. It's not really the point of drugs. But I don't really do illegal drugs anymore. I do take an over-the-counter anti-anxiety medication. It's called vodka. I prescribed it to myself because I have a fear of flying, you know. And I realized that now I can just upgrade myself to first class, because $400 for a first class ticket and free vodka is better than $500 in little tiny Smirnoff bottles. Coach. It's kind of nice. But You know, I distract myself on planes too. They actually have video games in the little screen on the back of the seat in front of you. It's really cool. So I played a flight simulator, but it turned out it was a simulator of my own flight. So it was just a picture of the back of the seat in front of me for 6 hours. Thankfully, the vodka was free. But, no, like I said, I do fairly well with the ladies, but these days, what I do is I just stand in the back of a bar, and I just show off the bulge in my pants. Yeah, ladies, you like that, don't you? Yeah, that's an iPhone. Yeah, you like that iPhone? Of course you like it. You know I spend money irresponsibly. And you know I'm on AT&T, so you can give me your number and I can't call you back. This is all part of living in New York. I love living in New York. If you're not from out of town, if you haven't seen them, you should check out some of the street performers. Some of them are really funny. You know, I saw this one guy, he was hilarious. He's yelling all this funny stuff about Obama, and then he stages a fight with a garbage can, and then he shit his pants. And I was like, oh wait, that's not a street performer at all. That's a crazy homeless guy. And it was especially embarrassing for me. I've been following him around, laughing and clapping for a half hour. Tried to get the 10 back I put in his G-string. He wasn't having it. But no, New York's really cool. You know, I was walking down the street the other day. God, how many jokes start that way, right? I was on Fifth Avenue the other day, and a guy came up to me and said, "Excuse me, sir, are you a registered Democrat?" I said, "No, I'm a registered sex offender." Apparently, I'm required to tell people. And he said, "Oh, sorry, we don't need Republicans for this poll." I switched that around for Kansas. I love my blue states. But the guy actually invited me to a fundraiser anyway, and it was a black tie event. So I brought Tiger Woods, because he's both. It took this table a second. They're like, what? For the rest of you, that's a Cialis joke. You'll get it sometime in the next 36 hours. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. My name is Ammon Brown, and that is my
guy. Keep it going for Ammon Brown, everybody. Ammon Brown. In all his flip-flop glory.